Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, no matter where you are. Welcome back to AWMFX. So, I apologize a little bit as I was quite busy and away with my personal things. If you guys know that my dad has heart surgery, so quite busy for me the whole month. All right, so I would like to say happy Labor Day for some of the country that's celebrating it. Right, this is the 1st of May. So I just want to share with you something quite interesting. All right, maybe it will help to propel your trading to the next level. All right, I hope that it will give you a lot of opportunity to get the money from the market. All right, so let's dive into it. So first of all, like I always mention, all right, always mention the trend is always is your friend. All right, of course this phrase is not by me, it's by whoever the trader is. Okay, yeah, we always need to know what is the trend. Okay, so if you are trading in using indicators, you will not know what is the trend. All right, so basically reading a trend is extremely important. Okay, you can actually totally ignore the higher time frame like the weekly first. All right, at this moment, reason is because it's very difficult to reach a certain level of a weekly. Right, it takes time. Okay, so we can actually look at the daily and look at H4. All right, so we look at the daily one first. All right, so daily wise is that the price has been going uptrend for quite some times, and once the price has broke the structure, it is going downtrend. But doesn't mean that you must only make a sell. All right, because why? Price once it has broke structure, there is a tendency it will have some pullbacks. All right, at a certain level, then it will drop again. So in this case, what you can actually do is that you can look to even a little bit small time frame like the H4 and look at the current trend, because this is for the intraday trader, not the swing trader. It's the intraday trader. So for intraday, we need to read the trend properly. The price was getting some momentum to the high side, and then it kept dropping. All right, you can see that it keep dropping, and now what happens is that the price has broke the structure. All right, it has broke the structure right here. And what does it mean? It means that the price is going uptrend for this moment, at least until from this stage to this stage you have the opportunity to go for a buy. Okay, so this is the information that you have gathered. Okay, although in daily we know that there is a possibility it will drops, but this is too early for the price to drop. All right, so you need to gather information or opportunity or setup. The most important things I always teach my students is that setups is the key. Okay, don't just look at the zone. You have a lot of multiple zones, and don't just look at the kink. A lot of people you know kink, the shadow. Don't just look at that. You look at the overall setups first. Okay, so the price is climbing. All right, it's climbing. Okay, so in the other sense is that you should be looking for a buy. All right, opportunity for buy all the way. Okay, of course, right here I can see there's a few setups. First is the one that I always tell most of you is the QML. All right, we have a QML right here. Okay, QML is for a buy is that the price is dropping. Okay, and then suddenly what happens is that it broke structure. All right, the price broke the structure, the important structure, and then there is a tendency the price will comes back into a certain area before it goes up. All right, so this certain area is where things get interesting. All right, today will be quite long video. I'm going to explain quite a lot. First is that I always mention that don't just trade based on QML level, because QML level is nothing. All right, and a lot of people has this misconception about QML level. All right, so basically the QML level that you are looking for is right here. All right, it's right here. This is the QML level. Right, you can see very well this is the QML level. So based on the QML level, you can actually do nothing about it. Right, a lot of people did mention, or they may have just half the knowledge to tell you that you should buy from this level to this level, right? You can see that you actually will miss out a lot of trades and it's not accurate. Furthermore, the zone itself is actually quite big, all right, and it's not safe to trade it that way. All right, so what you should be looking out is that look out for a trend. All right, so in this case you can see very well the price drop, went up and then come back down. So the price almost break the structure, or should I say broke a little bit. All right, so in my sense of teaching, I mean in the other way is that I don't really agree on this is a good break of structure, where else the price went up this way. This is a good break of structure. All right, so when I do have all these things, I need to have one information, that is the QML is useless. All right, Quasimodo level is useless. What you need to look out for is the MPL, the maximum pin level. So I give you a hint, a very, very good hint. All right, for buy setups, okay, you should be looking for some price going up and then coming back down before it push the price up. All right, this is the first key to identifying the QML level. Can you notice that? This is the key. Means that the price might drop back to this MPL and the decision point before move up. So I repeat myself, it's the MPL decision point before move up. So the other thing, the other things that you can look out for as a MPL is same scenario. We have the QML. All right, so what happens is that the price moves sideways, all right, move sideways and then drop and then went up, right? This is considered the MPL. This area is considered MPL and this area is the decision point, and you should be looking for a demand zone for the buy. All right, for a buy. So in this case, we look at this chart right here. You can see very well that the price came down. Okay, slowly it came down. Okay, all the way down here, goes back up, and then make a small drop. Right. So you can take this as a smaller time frame zone, or you want it to be more accurate, you just ignore it. All right, this will be the trend. You can see it on H4. This is the trend. All right, very, very, very simple, very obvious. Okay, so what happens is that when you have the trend, you look for the MPL. Okay, you definitely, you know that this is your QML right here. All right, you look for MPL. You can see the price came up, drop, okay, and then it spiked up. Okay, so very obvious that your decision point is right here and your MPL, maximum pin level, is right here. All right, you can see very, very well, very, very obvious. Even if I extend it to a little bit further to the left hand side, there is a lot of rejection. Okay, so this is the area where the price will react to as the movement move up. All right, so it broke the structure. You can see very well all this movement, that is definitely a we call it setups. Okay, move the structure. Okay, and then what happened? Okay, repeat itself again. Okay, the price came down, went up, moved down, and then can you see the movement? Spike up, went down before it break the structure right there. Can you see it very well? It's very, very obvious. Okay, so same thing. The only place where the price went up and then came back down before it spiked up, exactly the same. It's just in a different form. All right, and you get your zone. Of course, in this case, the zone is a little bit bigger than the actual the previous one. Okay, every movement you can get setups, you can get opportunity to trade to the higher side. All right, even here, right here, the last one, we talk about the last one. Right, the price, same thing, but this time around the magnitude is getting smaller, going down, went back up, going down before it spiked up. All right, before it spiked up. Now, in this case, you look at it. This is what I mentioned, that if you look at the magnitude of the pullbacks, all right, it's getting smaller and smaller. So what can you get from here is that you need to switch to a little bit lower time frame, all right, like H1. So from H1, you need to gather the information, whatever information that you can get. Okay, first of all, you don't have that spike thing all right, the spiking thing. So what information can I get is that along right here, all right, along right here, you can actually saw something we call it as a SSR, significant support and resistance. Yes, the price ignore it once, ignore it twice, okay, but at the second time when the price spike up, it forms a unusual type of candlestick. All right, you can see the candlestick is supposed to be going very strong, very strong, very strong, but in the middle, there is a very small candlestick. All right, if you investigate further into this area, so what can you get? Okay, you can actually see there is a doji. All right, this doji actually represent a lot of story. You know, when the momentum is getting very strong, there is an indecisive, means that there's something wrong with this area. So if you go further down, if you go further down into 15 minutes, all right, you can see there is a zone right there. All right, there is a zone right there. And let's look at the zone. All right, let's look at this zone. The price actually went up. All right, maybe I go to a little bit further down. All right, same thing. The pattern that I'm looking for, the price came down, went up, came down, and then spiked all the way, breaking the structure. All right, breaking the structure. All right, remember this is our structure high previously. This is our structure high previously. So you can see very well the price came down, went up, all right, came back down and then spiked up. Very, very fast, breaking the structure all the way movement towards the high side. So making it a very good opportunity for us to trade right here. All right, this is the zone, the fresh zone that you need to look out for. All right, so this setup is something I call it as a QML also. It's also a QML, but in a sense is that it's actually moving using the doji key, all right, or the strange candle right there, all right. So all the movement that you've seen right here going up and down is actually very, 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 very accurate. All right, in this sense, you can see that the price did protrude a little bit. All right, protrude a little bit, maybe due to the extent of the candlestick. You should be extended a little bit bigger. Okay, so same thing is going to happen. All right, once, twice, three times. All right, and then it going to happen again right here. Can you see that there is another QML moving downside, and then it broke the structure right here. All right, it broke the structure right here. And where is the price that pushed the price to broke the structure? It's right there. All right, it's right there. Okay, and what happens is that the price came back down, tap onto it, and then move up very, very fast. All right, very, very fast all the way to a high side. So in this small H4 setup, or should I say movement towards the high side, what can you actually see is just a bullish trend. All right, but what I can see is that there's opportunity all the way along the way towards the high side. All right, so where is your ultimate take profit is the opposite. Okay, yes, it may break through, but the ultimate take profit should be right here. Okay, why I'm saying that? Simple. It's a QML. Can you see that the price QML, and the price right here is it came down, spike up, and then drop. It's the opposite direction. Okay, so this area is the area we call it as the ultimate area that you should stop all your trading for a buy at this moment. Okay, from the bottom you catch all the movement towards the top right here. This is how you enter for a sell. This is how you enter for a buy. All right, so that's all for today. I'm making the video a little bit longer because I need to compensate of the time loss that I've been away for almost 2 weeks or 3 weeks. All right, so hopefully you guys like the video and the information that I give it to you and use it wisely. All right, this is a good method for trading. All right, so if you guys like the video, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you want to get more information such like this, all right, please do subscribe to the channel, and I will try, no, I won't say try, sorry, apologize. I will definitely do more video for you guys. All right, so that's all for now. I'm gonna see you guys in the future next video. All right, bye. See you.